Hello, this is Palico Padge and welcome back to more of the Curious Expedition. And we're not doing too well with good old Marie Curie. She's had an abomination on the trek who's eaten her donkey and missionary. We've then destroyed that abomination because it wanted to attack our new trader. For the trader to break his ankle and then decide to just die overnight, supposedly. And it got so bad, Marie ate her dog. And we barely got out of there alive. But we are still numero uno on the fame front, which is very good. And we get to fight another day. And that day is right now. We're on to our fourth. Onto our fourth expedition. And, well, I can't see it lasting that long unless we are very lucky in getting recruits, which I don't think we will be, but never mind. We shall have a quick look at where we can go. We can go to the Strange Jungle, a well-balanced region with a buried golden pyramid. Now, they're always a pain to get to. A harsh, desolate area in the old drylands, which contains a buried golden pyramid. And then we have the untouched drylands, which has a golden pyramid, which isn't buried. A harsh and desolate area for experienced explorers. Well, it's no desert. It's no desert. And the problem with the buried pyramid is we do have to go and find the other extra bits to make it rise up out of the floor, which is okay if you're well stocked, but we're not going to be well stocked, so we just need to sort of try and find the pyramid as quickly as possible. There's a village there. There's one village there. There's one village there. So again, if we had more than one village on either of these, I'd probably go for them. But we'll go for the untouched drylands and hope for the best. The air was fresh and tasted of salt as I made haste and arrived at the docks. The crew had preparations left to do, so I saw if there was anything I could do. The trader was eager to see which instruments we had brought back with us. Well, as you can see, trader, I'm really sorry, but I barely made it back alive last time, and I couldn't carry any bongos with me. Sorry. So, nothing to offer there. The trader seemed rather disappointed and left the harbour in a hurry. I wondered if this would hurt our reputation. Oh, okay. A military man approached me and spoke of a deserter who had abandoned his post and gone rogue with the natives. I would be handsomely rewarded if I could bring him back to civilization. Well, we'll give it a whirl. Yeah, why not? The soldier was seemingly relieved as I accepted his request. He saluted us and wished me luck before leaving the harbour. I was delighted to see that the tales of my previous expeditions had attracted quite some attention. I was approached by several capable persons that were willing to accompany me on my expedition into the unknown. Who did I want to recruit? So we had Mr. James Sterling, who is a very good character to have. Corporal Christopher Virgil, who, well, he gets sanity from fighting. But I'd rather have the trade, the haggling one, I think. And Lieutenant Alexander Ashfield, who's pretty much exactly the same as old Chrissy there. So, James Sterling, welcome aboard. We could use a helping hand and welcome James Sterling in our trek. I rejoiced as our ship was prepared to head for distant shores. Now, we don't have a lot, Jim. I'm not going to argue with you. All we're going to be doing is taking a little bit of chocolate. Everything else, we're just going to wing. Is that good by you? Is that good by you? Just in time, our vessel was ready to leave the harbour. You know, because if you're going to die in some unknown land, at least Jim can keep me happy. Come out with some of those humorous quips he comes out with. Just in time, our vessel's ready. Oh, so yeah, we're going to go. Expedition 4. Probably the last one. Oh, it's nice and open, and we're in a 6 region map, which is not the best. You coming across? After too many salty days on sea, we finally reached the shore of our expedition area. I was curious to find what adventures were waiting for us here. So let's just crack on, I guess. We can upgrade him straight away, which is probably worth doing. Oh, he did a little jig. And, well, I suppose the best thing we can do is just get into the centre of this region onto this hill and see what's around us. So, well, let's do that. Of course, we've got one behind us. That always happens. So we'll track back, because it's only 11 there. And then it looks like that... Well, is that a region we can explore? It is, but it's all mountained off. I don't really want to be risking going through there if we can't get anywhere. So yeah, so we'll go down, then we'll go up to here, and then we'll come across onto this hill, which will open up this and hopefully let us see through there if there is anything. That's probably the best thing to do. So 11 to there first. And we have a stone circle. We came across a stone formation that seemed to be man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Maybe they found created a map, you know. We began to analyse the inscriptions and found that they would help us to find out more about this region. So it's revealed something, supposedly. Well, that didn't really help. It opened up a little bit here, because we pretty much saw it all anyway. Good times, nothing like wasting your time. And we shall go up to the next one in the jungle, the thick, thick jungle. And we have a shaman. We entered a mysterious-looking hut. The place smelled of old wet wood and all kinds of dried herbs and other peculiar... We've done this in the last episode. We'll just crack on. Very slowly, the shaman got out a bag of animal hide and presented his wares. Let's see. So, ooh, a moonstone. I don't think we're going to get a lot for our money here. Well, I say money. He is technically giving that for free. We can take one horn flute. What else do we have? Tome, page of hill creation, and a tome page of lake creation. Probably not too useful. What about those? We can have 2 cocoa leaves, which will refill some sanity, or we can take the flute. Let's take a flute. Why not? After some negotiating, we came to an agreement with the shaman. Awesome. Let's carry on. Onto the hill to hopefully let us see if we can get through there or not. And the answer is... it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Enter mission. Okay. We entered the mission and we were welcomed by an old missionary. He was seemingly happy to see new faces as they had been out here for what seemed like an eternity. So we can stay overnight, which he's going to charge us for that. We can trade or we can access a storage room. Let's trade first. The pastor offered us some of his supplies, so... can we get a whiskey? What? Wow! The pastor likes his whiskey. Can we get anything? Oh, we can get some machetes. We could get a treasure map, but it doesn't seem to be much point because we can't actually dig anything up. First aid kit? No. Let's get as many machetes as he'll let us take. 5. That'll do. We came to an agreement with the missionary. Right, access the storage room. The priest allowed us access to the mission storage room and promised us that he would have all items sent back to the civilized world for us if we wouldn't be able to pick them up again ourselves. Cool. So we'll send back that just to make sure we get something home. And yeah, we're done. We shook hands and he muttered a prayer for our health. We're going to need it. And then it was time to move onwards towards new adventures. And oh, this is so hilly. We're probably best getting onto that hill there and seeing what's over here. Right, so not a lot. Not a lot. Oh, I see we've got a magnetic mountain there which is pulling this around. Which doesn't help. 17 to get to there. Let's risk it. And we've got a shrine. A shrine towered above us. It looked as old as time itself. I can make out an entrance at an upper platform. We'd have to climb up at the outer walls in order to reach it. The structure was slightly tilted and sunken into the ground. The ground seemed stable enough to enter it, though. Ground. Right, okay, I don't know what that means. So, what do we have? We have 3 running there and 2 running. So we have 5 out of a possible... well, lots. Do we give it a whirl? The shrine wasn't good to us last time. But, I suppose, no glory. Oh, awesome. We can do it twice over. We both get up there. Fine. We spring up. We fly. We fly. Leaving empty-handed was not an option. As careful as we could, we started to climb the outer wall of the shrine, trying to find hold in the eroded stones. Faith smiled upon us. Huzzah! Exhausted, but proud of our accomplishment, we arrived at the upper platform without considerable problems. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. It was a truly awe-inspiring sight. Our steps echoed as we approached the sacred altar, and we can afford to take both of those. What a glorious day! We took the artifact from the altar. We grabbed what we could and hurried outside as the area started to collapse behind us. The ever-expanding chasm was beginning to form, and we would need to run as fast as our legs could take us. Right. So, right, here's what I'm hoping, right? We are all pretty much knackered in this direction because of this magnetic mountain. We can't get through these mountains, but with the chasm opening up, it will get rid of that magnetic mountain, and hopefully it means that the compass will become a lot more accurate. That's the theory, anyway. That is the theory. Let's eat 2 of those so we can just get close and head for this hill, and then we should be able to see what's around. Please take out that mountain. Oh, awesome. Right, well... Okay, so... No, I don't want to do that. We tend to just... Oh, that's not fair! I didn't mean to press that. Okay, so as I was saying, we've kind of scuppered ourselves in this direction now. There's absolutely no way to get over there, and the compass is pointing in this direction. So I presume that is going to be the pyramid. I'm hoping that's the pyramid because we're all out of food. So it's the only place I can go, really. We just have to go that way. It's not really a conversation. I'm just jibber jabbering on for no reason. And oh. Something happened. Death is lurking around every corner. Thank you, Jim. Let's carry on. Oh, it's a cave. Okay. Well, we'll explore the cave. There's no harm in exploring the cave. We approached the cave. Its opening seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We required a torch to uncover its secrets. How many eyes do we have? We have 3, 5, 9 eyes. We should be fine. There we go. No? Is that a no? Nothing would stop us, not even the darkness of the cave. After the first few steps, we were completely swallowed by the pitch black tunnel. All of a sudden, I registered a thump followed by a scream. I could not tell how long we kept marching through the darkness, but eventually we saw some light coming from the end of the tunnel. I saw that James Sterling was bleeding. His injury was grim, but he was unable to tell what exactly had happened. We were surprised to see that this was just the beginning of a long underground tunnel. Oh, okay. We'll have an explore. We marched through the darkness of the tunnel. Oh. I have no idea what happened then. It all just jumped forward. I didn't press the thing, I promise you. This night, we had a supernatural occurrence. The spirits of dead natives materialised in front of us. They mourned about their deaths, caused by unnatural monsters that were breeding in a nearby cave. If we'd avenged them and hunt down the monsters, they promised that we'd find a worthwhile magical reward on their corpses. Oh, okay. If I accept that, do I fight? Well, we'll see, I guess. We accepted their plea and promised to hunt down their killers. They seemed grateful and told us about the location of a cave. Afterwards, they disappeared into the darkness of the night. Right, well, there's nothing there. It's just blank. I don't even know where you've taken me over there. What's happened? Where are we? Okay, so what do we have here? A stone circle. Right, we're really on borrowed time here. Now, we could risk the stone circle. We're definitely not getting home. So, are we better just taking the 2 things we've got and running? Because at least we've got Jim Sterling for the next one. I think that makes more sense. I'm scared to step it a step further. Because at least I could get a little bit of fame back and a little bit of money. And we've got the horn as well. Let's leave. Let's leg it. The hot air balloon would take some days to be ready. It only offered limited space. Everything that would not fit would stay behind. So let's ready the balloon. What? I can take 4 now. It was only 2 before. I guess that's because I've got extra people as well. Oh, in which case, let's cancel that. Yeah, I changed my mind. Abort! It was not a day for running away from glory. We packed up the balloon again and continued on our expedition. Let's go to the stone circle. There might be something there we can procure. We came across a stone circle that seemed to be man-made. There are inscriptions etched. Is it some kind of map? Don't know. Let's have a look. We began to analyse and get insight into the location of the shrines on this land. And again, it just the map just did a little fart. It didn't really show me anything. I don't know if that means that we've actually discovered them already, or what. Do I risk it? Let's risk it. I'm sure he's about to die. Oh, it's a village. Let's enter the village. This evening we reached a village. The people here looked like in reverence of the spirit world. A man in a British officer's uniform welcomed us to his village. This must be the deserter we had been searching for. He introduced himself as Lieutenant Conrad. So let's escort him home. Conrad assured us that he would not be coming with us. Let's fight him then. Wow. That was a bad idea. Oh well. No guts, no glory, I guess. Let's pull those out and roll again. Right, so if I take that out, no, if I take that out, I'll put that in. So it's a strong punctuation. And what's that? Stunned him. We need to stun him. We definitely need to stun him. Oh, he didn't do anything. Right, okay, so we can do that, and that again. That's 4, and that's him dead, I think. Hooray! And we get Conrad's decoration. A military decoration awarded to Conrad. Cool. We had no choice but to kill Conrad. His military decoration would serve as proof of our actions. The villagers were thankful for his removal and returned to their everyday life. Oh, okay, so they didn't like him either. Win-win, win-win. Right, does that mean we can recruit people? I asked about to see if some villagers were inclined to seek fame and glory. No, they're not. Okay. We felt welcome here. A girl laid down some plants by the idol. A girl laid down some plants by the idol. Can we rest? As darkness fell, the natives lit a campfire and invited us to sit with them. A curious young woman came up to me. She wanted to know whether European women really have many husbands. Women have many husbands. Women have one husband. Women have one husband. I told her that our religion frowned on polygamy. She nodded, but I do not know whether this answer satisfied her. Now, we can steal the idol, which is what I wanted to do, or we can sleep. So you have no hands. You have no hands. So we have no chance. That's rubbish. I can't even see what's going on there. That's the answer to that. I got a good night's rest. The next morning I was woken up by a group of native children seemingly making fun about me for oversleeping. The atmosphere was beginning to get somewhat tense. We could tell that the villagers wanted us to leave. A small boy, yeah, we know about the idol. Okay, so let's trade. So if we have that, can we have all of those, please? Nope. Okay, how many can we have? We can have 1, or... Oh, we can have 2. How many berries can we have? The same. Delicious, but they spoil quickly. Somewhat sour, but nutritious and energizing. That says to me that they would be better for energy, for sanity. So we'll go for those. I settled on a deal with the villagers. Okay, well, we shall leave. I told the men to pack up and departed as new adventures awaited us. Man. I told them man. And now we've got a raptor against us. Awesome. And now the compass is saying we're going down south for some reason, which is completely laid off, so there's no chance of that. Let's eat those. Get rid of those. 40. If we go that way, 32. I just don't want to get the raptor. 2 raptors. 2 raptors. No, thank you. We had to run away. The group was scared and exhausted afterwards. Thankfully, we didn't lose anything. Okay, so let's carry on to this one, whatever this may be. Oh, it's the pyramid. Without access to medical equipment, it was nearly impossible to prevent an injury from getting infected. James Sterling's wound had begun to secrete an astonishing amount of pus. That's okay, we're at the pyramid. We survived, and we're first, which is awesome. The majestic golden pyramid rose above its environment, overcoming all the... Oh, that was lucky, I needed one. Overcoming all the obstacles we had yet survived. However, a gate blocked the entrance. A small opening suggested that we required an artifact to open the gate. You may have said artifact. After weeks of travelling, great joy overcame me. I knew that my name, Marie Curie, would go down in the annals of world history. Talk about winging it. I'm sure we should have been dead at least 3 times over by now. At least 3 times over. So, we've got the golden pyramid again. We've got the speed bonus again. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. Heroic. This is wonderful. Right, so what do we have this time? We have geography, which is the additional information about a region. We have a strong mind, which is increased maximum sanity. That would be useful. Waterproof, reduced movement in shallow rivers. Careerist, promoting characters improves their loyalty towards you. Or we have navigator. You know, these medals, you always don't get the one which you could do with most. And the one I could do with is the one that lets you recruit up to 2 members per trek. That is what I could do with. But, as it turns out, I think we will go for strong mind and get maximum sanity. That's the only answer there is, really, on this one. So kind of you. So, we are... We're doing okay. We're doing okay. So, we are... What's that? 66? Yeah, 66 ahead of old Charlie Darwin. Which is good. And I'm gonna have to sell everything. We need the funds. So 80 funds, which isn't too bad. So we're still first. We have it's not. We've got 50 funds overall. Oh, that's 1 more piece of food than we had before, which is good. And we're going to get an extra Trek member next go as well, which is also very good. And that's about the episode. So. Don't ask me how, but we've made it to Expedition 5 of 6 with Marie Curie. We are definitely winging it, and as it looks for the next episode, it's not going to be easy. We've got Merciless Desert, we've got Lunatic Drylands, and we have the Dark Desert. So it's probably going to be a Lunatic Drylands because, let's face it, we're a little bit loony. Now, that's a new one. If you look at the bottom where it gives you an idea on what's in that map, it gives you those little blue trading caravans. Never come across those before, which is interesting. Contains a buried golden pyramid, a golden pyramid, and a golden pyramid. So yeah, it's definitely going to be the Lunatic Drylands, I think. She's going to the Unforgiving Jungle. He's going to the Untouched Desert. He's going to the Monstrous Jungle. Wow, brave. And the Rich Desert. So there we go. I think we're doing okay. I know I said this with Charles Darwin, but I think it goes doubly so with Marie. If I can get to Expedition 6 and survive, I'll be happy, because we definitely haven't been as fortuitous as we were with good old Charlie. But that's the luck of the draw, and that's why I love this game. So, as always, a like is appreciated for my videos, and I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy.